Hey, hey, we're sitting here with Arsenal on top of the league, and I've got a confession to make in this video alone. But if you don't know, Arsenal just beat Brentford 2-1. Obviously, Kai Havertz, nearly called him King Kai, obviously with the winner, and that was much deserved. And you're terrifying rivals. You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is, I've come away from being absolutely like annoyed about certain teams winning too much as much as I used to before. Because guess what? This team has nothing to play for. So, but I would have been absolutely pissed off. Sorry that I swore. If Liverpool did get the winner like that, but it's not like we haven't seen that before all season, or even a Manchester City one. More so Liverpool, but Arsenal, that was a very good win. You know what? Declan Rice looking like a bargain. We'll get straight into it, but please smash the like button. I've got a lot to say this stream. And yes, the confession will arise right now as we speak on minute 1. I celebrated that Kai Havertz goal. I was actually annoyed the fact I thought Brentford might nick it, but I had belief that Arsenal would go on to win it. I admit it. And guess what? Because I want them to win the league. So any Liverpool fans want to come in here, or Man City fans saying, why are you twerking for Arsenal? Because you got to know my position. And please understand my position. I hear the football tribalism all over football and all over the YouTube scene and Twitter and social media. But this year, I don't give a damn. Liverpool, I do not want to see you win any titles whatsoever. I hope you suffer in trophies as much as possible and in the league as much as possible. Man City, why would I want to see them do a record over us and break something that we built from the 90s? You know, even further back with all the other trophies that we won before the Premier League existed, you know. So give Arsenal a trophy. I'm bored of seeing Liverpool, Man City, trophy. Why? I don't care if I have to listen to the gals of the world saying we're number one and all that for a season. I will hold that one down and I'll regret it later. You know, forget it now, regret it later. That is the motto. So let's get straight down into the game. I celebrate that goal, and that was a much deserved win. And as I like to say in that term, Arsenal put Brentford back in prison. They thought they escaped. You know, they thought they can bribe the guard, aka Ramsdale, and they thought they could go and nick something, and maybe towards the end by putting, you know, little dickheads like Mope on just to go and rattle the base. But it didn't work. Thomas Frank in the mud. You know, I can't really stand that manager anyways. He's always salty. And you know what? He's going to be a salty. His rival fans that want to come up in this business and start saying every excuse that Arsenal didn't play good. I dare you to say that Arsenal didn't play good that game. The way they were absolutely threading balls, and absolutely moving the needle as quick as they did. Odegaard is an alien. I'm convinced this man's an alien. Yes, he started the season slow. Maybe he didn't get his final form, but right now he's hitting final form. That man, for me, regardless of whoever on a pitch was my man in the match, that man is a magician. He's moving like David Blaine. He is absolutely unlocking chambers. You know, call him Harry Potter because he's absolutely a magician. I'm not joking. The amount of rubles that this man was needle threading was crazy, whether it's into Kai Havertz or whether it's into Saka, which was quite a lot, to be fair, since he's over that side a little more. You know, that man is just a tempo setter, and as I say it every single video, just out of appreciation, a dying number 10. And hopefully we start to get to see more of these number 10s in the future. Still very young. And guess what? He could be one of the very few, like a bit like Foden, one of the very few James Maddisons of the world. I thought he was man of the match. You know what? And there was one more player that comes very, very close to that, and that is that man, Ben White. You know what? The crossing was sensational. The first one to Declan Rice, kudos, bro, kudos. That was brilliant. And the second one was even better. When that ball flowed over, I knew that was a goal. I just said, yep, goal. This is it. This is the 3 points. This is sending them top of the league. And you know what? They may remain top of the league, you know. And you know what? You can probably hear excitement in my voice because I am. Because I am in hope that if I had to choose a team to win tomorrow, I hope it's Manchester City out of the both. But if I'm thinking of it as a football fan, I need them to draw, right? I need Arsenal to stay top of the league. But then again, even if one team works their socks off and deserves that win, maybe it suits Arsenal to maybe be in second place. Either way, Arsenal, in one shape, form, or another, have moved up the table. But yeah, look, let's talk about some of the other players. Solid at the back. If it wasn't for, you know, Aaron Ramsdale, you lot might have lost that game or drew that game potentially. You know, they tried to bribe the guard, but you kept him in prison, just like Brentford in their area, winning the ball back every 2 minutes or every 2 seconds even, should I say. 2 minutes is too much of a stretch. But yeah, look, kept them in prison. That's the term I've been using for Arsenal of how they've been playing. Absolutely creme de la creme type ball. You know, it's a shame that you didn't get some of these other chances hitting the bar. Declan Rice, wonderful once again. You know, he's really taking that, let's call it the Xhaka role. You know, I think he's turning that into his own, you know, really getting the goals and the assists. He was signed as a defensive midfielder and he's been used as an 8. And ever since he's been put in that 8 position, he's been thriving. And, you know, it's always come from that certain part when we always talk about Dubai and stuff like that. So Declan Rice, well played. I think all the team played well played. I think even, you know what, I'm going to put some respect back on Ramsdale's name because you know what, he made some very good saves in the second half. He, you know, everyone thought he might, you know, crumble and all that kind of stuff. I was shocked by that mistake, but you know what, that's a man who's got his head screwed on, doesn't really let much get to him unless it's his dad. But other than that, he done well to revive, you know, that form and obviously that dip from the first half. So yeah, man, look, bring it back. You know, sign a little bit of a mentality monster, whatever you want to call it or not. Aaron Ramsdale has always been one of those, and I don't think it's that lets much get to him. And I know David Raya couldn't play, and I'm guarantee a lot of people were about to get onto this man, Kai Havertz, who scored the winner, who I said I might need to start respecting him as a footballer again. You know, the one that came from Leverkusen. Chelsea fans were quick to remind me, or a couple of them anyways on Twitter, would say he does this every season. In March, he starts to play well and starts to score goals and stuff like that, blah, 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 blah. But guess what? Chelsea, you didn't go for the league. These lot are, yeah, I thought Kai Havertz's overall gameplay is being really good of late. And you know what? He deserved that goal. People were going to mention that first chance. He got ruled offside. Might have been brought back. And I know people are about to jump on. I mean, Arsenal fans and probably rivals about to jump on his back to say, because you missed that, we lost the game. No, if you did end up drawing a game, then that was down to Ramsdale because the team weren't at fault. If you was 1-0 up at halftime, I guarantee Brentford would have came out a little bit more and you would absolutely dominate. Then we would have sort of probably a 3-0 scoreline. And that's facts. You know, Jesus, I thought came on and even Reece Nelson, electrifying, absolutely set the tempo and kept the tempo the way it needed to be. I thought they're a very good change. I thought the worst player on the pitch, and when I mean worst, I didn't mean that they played shocking, but I mean just didn't have the greatest of games. And you know what? Fair play. He hasn't had all the minutes in the world lately, but Trossard wasn't exactly great. And this goes to show how much Martinelli's been missed, and that goes to show as well why I was arguing about Martinelli with the other lot yesterday in stream, why he's been good of late and he's been cold. Yeah, because he's been getting the goals. You could do that goal scorer, you know, in my opinion. So the actual oomph that someone's going to get you something would be someone like Martinelli. We keep going across the pitch. Jorginho, maybe a little bit of a bog stand again, but he didn't again set the tempo. He didn't really do much wrong. It's just that Arteta decided to be positive. And with good substitutions, let's not lie. Other than that, I don't think I missed anyone. I think Saka was really good. He was really up for it, and he just didn't give up. And you could tell from the amount of times he was just going at the defenders. I think it's Poto, who was left back. He just kept going at him, and Nathan Collins down that side. So yeah, I think he had quite a decent game as well. If I believe I've missed anyone, I think yeah. I apologize, I suppose, but please like the video. Likes are very important. Kivior had an okay game as well. Didn't do much wrong. Again, Zinchenko's just a different type of player. And you know what? He actually came on and played really well as well. I'm glad you're top of the league, people. And yeah, and I don't care about all the criticisms I'm going to grab from other fans. Well played. I'm glad. I'm happy. Yeah. Bring on tomorrow. Let's see what happens. You can sit back, relax, and enjoy your Saturdays.